You guys enjoying your summer? I am, but it's hot. To be honest, we aren't spending time at the beach or anything like that this year, but we've been doing a lot of grilling and Swan loves gardening. So she's out there getting that done. A little beach trip would be nice, but I just don't think we're trying to do all that right now. Too many other things are popping up. The obligatory beach episode in most shows is always out of left field and adds nothing to the plot, especially anime. Yes, I'm an anime fan. How did you not catch that? Anyway, time for the obligatory beach episode. This sketch that I did was from years ago. It was somewhere during my initial leg study. Yes, I've done other studies that aren't on YouTube. Did you not see the last video? You really gotta catch up. Do this right here. Stay on track with us. We're in the middle of summer, and as you guys know, I'm inspired by music. A few months ago, I heard the song I Don't Want to Be Lonely by Michael Soul. Yeah, I heard it again, and I'm not like a fan of theirs, but I did just hear it, and that Spanish guitar had a duck swaying. It's got a little feel to it. This is definitely a summer desk margarita fire pit kind of feel, so I don't know. I was looking for a song that gave me a daytime beach feel, but this got stuck in my head due to recency bias, so it slowly but surely kept pushing me to do some beach art, regardless of what time of day it was. I grabbed a reference photo that Swan took when she was at a beach, also from a few years ago. Swan and I be traveling, bro. Like, we can't help but make a couple traps. Traps? Traps? Home Alone? Saw? The Fumb Olympics are wild. Swan and I be traveling, bro. Like, we can't help but make a couple trips happen a year. They don't have to be like big, expensive things or anything like that, but sometimes you need a change of scenery. I figured this could be a good backdrop, and placing our subject here would be pretty easy. I needed to experiment with distance and the depth anyway, so here we go. I will say that at the time of writing the script notes for this, there are some things that I 100% feel are necessary to fix in the background. Luckily, as reading it, I can say I fixed most of it, but we'll get to that. I honestly might liquefy certain areas next time before doing the sketch, but yeah, the sketch was something I'd always planned to turn into a full piece. I was just still knee deep in the studies and all the other different things I was doing, so I just pushed forward and it sat in my sketch backlog for like 3 years. Yes, I have a sketch backlog. That's gonna bring us to something else real quick. Side note, don't think you have to fully commit to completing a piece of art the moment you start it. What I mean by that specifically is that you shouldn't put off other inspirations after starting something. There is no proper order to this. There were times in the past where I had started an art piece and refused to move on from it until it was completed. I think that held me back from being able to operate within inspiration. I mentioned this before when I talked about the Wasteland study. I took multiple breaks from it because other things were more interesting to explore at the time. It's a healthy break. Where the waters get a little muddy or crossing into the line of the workspace. Professionally, I can understand people wanting to stick to doing things in order. You're trying to work within the timeline you set with your client, and that makes sense. I still get like this when doing commissions sometimes, but even then, I think having a healthy amount of time to work within this is a better choice. When discussing the terms of completing the work, give yourself more than enough time to work through a piece. I would say twice as long, in some cases 3 times. Packing your schedule might work for some, but you need space to be able to let your art grow unhindered. this still requires discipline. I'm not saying forget your client. I'm saying have some wiggle room to do a personal sketch or two and take a break. Keep your expectations healthy and don't put too much pressure on yourself. What are summer vibes for you? A ride in the convertible with the top down, poolside drinks, the smell of perfectly grilled meals, or a day at the beach. All of these things are great, and every year there's a nice rung of nostalgia added to it. When I was younger in the summer, I'd end up spending time with my grandmothers in one way or another. Both great women that shaped and molded large aspects of my childhood. One summer, one entire side of the family took a trip to a cabin. Huge place. We had good food, played a bunch of family games, home videos. There was all types of stuff that happened out there. A more recurring summer activity was for the other side of the family. And it was me and all my cousins showing up at my other grandmother's house for a week-long sleepover. We definitely got into a bunch of crazy stuff around that neighborhood. It was a good time. I miss both of them. That was one era of summer, but as you get older, things change, and the way that summers are spent kind of open up. You still get to do all the other things, but there's just more to experience. Going to theme parks with friends' families, meetups with school friends at the mall, hangout session at friends' houses, random outings with family and friends, summer drives, a few parties here and there. What does summer look like to you now? Whatever it is, enjoy it. Make some new memories. So let's talk about our art piece a little more. I'm getting to a point where I'm looking to make things less perfect overall and focus on the feel of the piece. I don't think it's going so well for me because I'm still working out these minor details that no one else is going to see. It's funny to say this, to talk about doing the whole trying to make things less perfect, because Josh literally has said the same thing about his art as far as how much detail he's putting in. And he brought this up recently. We all know that I'm in the middle of studying his work. We'll talk more about what's going on there later, but I'll be honest here for a second, I'm not rushing it. There's no imaginary deadline here for the study of other artists. We'll see what I'm able to get out of it eventually, but you all know I'm enjoying the journey. That's what matters here. Might mention this more in our next update video, but I figured I'd drop a note here. So the sand is the biggest hurdle here for me. I've never done a sand study, so I'm coming up with ways to replicate the look on the fly. It's not something I'm panicking through either. We all know that I am a puzzle solver, so this is honestly a great time. I'm also realizing that I'm getting very used to rendering skin in my own way. Before, it used to be a part of my ugly phase worries. No, they don't go away just because you start calling yourself an artist, or a better artist, or a professional artist. You always feel these feelings, you just get used to working through them more. Making trees in the background is always fun, but you know what I really need to work on more? The horizon line. This one is off, and so is the vanishing point, but when have I ever shied away from showcasing my mistakes to you guys? Speaking of mistakes, remember last video when I told you guys that I should have done a feet study at some point? Yeah, y'all probably looked sideways at me, but this right here is exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, we gonna have to do one of them foot studies at some point, because these is looking crazy. The point here is to learn. Can't learn if you're not willing to make mistakes in the first place. Don't beat yourself up because that isn't helping you advance. Recognize the fault, then find a path forward. Well, we will finish out this art here, guys, but I am wondering how everybody's summer is going. It's cool. We're kind of close to ending it now. We'll get to the end of summer, and then soon we will do the fall update. Actually, I'll go ahead and say it now. I think I can tell you when the fall update is going to be. I don't know if I should, but man, we're going to do it. We're going to do it anyway. You guys get to sit here and watch this art finish while I scroll back up through my script notes, and I'm going to find this date for you. Okay, so I hope you guys are still enjoying the art, but I'll go ahead and tell you, the fall update is scheduled for August 30th. So, the end of August, you guys will get the video about the fall update. And I'm kind of excited about it. I hope you guys pop in and watch that one when it comes out, because there's going to be a lot in that I'm going to be talking about. I'm really excited for what I'm going to be doing during the fall. But regardless of all that, I hope you guys enjoyed the art and hope you learned something. See you soon.